Welcome to another episode of Grandpa Loves Grandma. What are we going to talk about today, Grandma? Oh, don't get too excited. Go ahead.
All right. Well, the other day, somebody was asking you about corporate America, and you proceeded to tell the story about, working in corporate America. And I noticed,
That's true.
And I noticed something that recurs a lot when you tell a story. You want to know what it is?
Yeah, lay
All
it
right.
on me.
You exaggerate. Do you know you exaggerate? Every time you tell a story, it's like first you worked 30 years, then you worked 35. I think now we're up to 38 years. Why do you do that?
Well, because the older I get, the longer I worked.
Why?
So I'm clearing the air here, folks. I work for corporate America. Let me think about this for a minute. Let's settle in on 36 years. How about that? Does that work for you, Grandma?
Well, it's probably a couple more than it actually is, but if you stick to 36, I'm okay with it. But that's not the only time you exaggerate. I mean, that's one example.
Oh, yeah.
But
well, I'm a storyteller.
all right, well, maybe you should tell the audience about.
So I'm a storyteller, So when you're telling stories, you have the poetic license to exaggerate. It's not really called exaggerate. It's
What
called
is it called?
embellish.
Oh,
Embellish.
so it's not exaggerating as in not
You remember
true.
that you asked me one day, we were Halloweening with the kids, okay? And they would go out trick-or-treating, they were getting all this candy. And I said, you know what, when I was a kid, I didn't trick-or-treat for candy. I trick-or-treated for money.
And I said, that is bullshit.
And she said, that is bullshit. So I proceeded to enlighten her. I grew up in a small Pennsylvania town, Scranton, Pennsylvania. We used to go trick-or-treating, and we used to go into the local bars and the local taverns. We would get on the table, and we would do a little soft shoe, and we would sing, I'm looking over a four-leaf clover, or You Are My Sunshine. And guess what? We had little cups, and they would fill the cups with money. So after what holiday were we talking about?
We're talking about Halloween.
Oh, yeah, Halloween. So after Halloween was over and we got home, I had a cup full of money. We used to make $25, $30
All right.
talking in the bars.
I-
Guess what?
I never
She
believed
didn't believe
that
me.
story until we ended up bumping into a friend of yours from Scranton.
Right.
I'm going to rest my case on this because you're right about this, but not always right, but in this case you are. So we bumped into our friend from Scranton, Tom, and I said to Tom, would you please validate a story that Phil told me about how he spends Halloween when he was growing up? I said, what did you do? And he proceeded to say, we used to go in the bars, we used to stand on the counter there, we used to do a soft shoe, we used to sing, and guess what? People paid us. And I said, you really did that? And he said, yeah, why? And I said, because Phil's been telling me that story for years, and I was sure he was exaggerating. He said, Phil, it's the truth, right? And the two of them got up right where we were.
That's right. And I
tried
said,
to dance.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
sunshine.
I love you, Grandma.
I love you too, but that was really weird that was a true story because I absolutely didn't believe you at the time.
Sometimes the truest stories are the weirdest stories, and that's a wrap.